Hi, welcome to the NorCal AIDS Cycle webinar, fundraising webinar. Thank you for joining us. My name is Mia Lopez. I am working with the organizing team to help encourage writers and crew to raise money and kind of go over some fun fundraising ideas and a fun toolkit that we put together for you to help bring in some donations for the ride happening in May 16th through 19th. And I have with me my colleague Lizzie Carroll.
Hi there, my name is Lizzie. I'm going to be helping Mia kind of go through the different toolkits and the different ways that you can try and raise some of that money for part of your epic adventure.
Yeah, it will be epic. Really looking forward to riding with you. You know, everyone's been working hard, from rides to benchmark rides with crew and riders all together, you know, working to raise awareness and funds. And so we want to just help that be really successful. So we're going to start with you today with our toolkit. Now, this toolkit, it's really simple. You'll be receiving this or have received this already via email. We've shared it on social media. And this fundraising toolkit is just a bunch of tools and ideas for you that you can go and then take and use yourself to start raising money and reaching out with to your friends, families, colleagues, neighbors, you know, anyone you can think of. So why don't we'll go ahead and walk through it. So the first thing that you can do to help raise funds for NCAC is connecting with NCAC on social media. If you haven't already, you can see there are several links to connect with them. We have the official Facebook page, which is where they are sharing updates. You can see, you know, there's videos, updates on rides, and you can even RSVP to rides on the NCAC event calendar on Facebook. So this is a really great resource if you're wondering what's coming up. And, you know, from other fundraisers, other events, you can see Drag Queen Bingo's coming up. All of the training rides are listed here and even meetings. So please take a moment, you know, connect with them on the official Facebook page. Another place where you can connect with NCAC is actually on the cyclist and crew page. If you are signed up, which you are if you're watching this webinar, and you haven't joined this page here, this is a private Facebook group, and it is so helpful. You can connect with other writers. You can see there are encouraging posts. People ask questions about rides, best practices, especially training for a long ride, especially if you haven't done a ride like this before. It's a really great group and a really great resource. Everyone stays really encouraged, sharing photos from their rides, asking for assistance and advice. So you can see here, it's just a really wonderful community that we hope that you will join and participate in. The other social media channel, NCAC Instagram. Again, pictures. Here, I'll just show you really quickly. Pictures, we have pictures from rides. We did a Instagram takeover. So you can kind of see all resources, whatever platform that you're most comfortable on. Connect with NCAC there and tag them when you're talking about them. The second really important part is, you know, sharing your story with why you choose to ride. Is this your first time riding with NCAC? Or is this your 5th or 15th time riding with NCAC? This is a really great opportunity to share your story in whatever medium you choose. That can be from emails, it can be on social media. And if you don't have social media, the Classy fundraising pages are a really great resource. They're really well put together. I will show you Janet Smith. You can see, you know, You can put your story here. You can add updates of what you're doing in the rides, which we'll go into a little bit more detail later. So again, just another opportunity for you to share with your friends and followers what you're working on and towards. And the stories don't really have to be very long. How long would you say, Lizzie, would make a nice, good post wherever you're sharing?
I think even just 2 to 3 sentences, just sort of just saying that that's something that you're doing, why quickly, and then kind of like what you're looking for. Especially if it's something that's like it's new to you doing, it can feel a little weird talking about yourself in that way on social media, even though you typically already post about yourself, if that makes sense. Like trying to say and tell people that, hey, this is something you're doing and you're very interested in it and you would like their support. Your friends love supporting you, and so I think don't feel nervous about asking for their support in any ways that they're able to give to you, and then regularly updating them and then thanking people if they do support you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good point. It's always important to thank people no matter how they get involved, even if they're sharing your message. Maybe they can't give financially, but they give their time or they share the message with their friends to help get them involved. So that's an important part. Always say thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And sharing your progress on social media. I don't know, where did you start, whenever this journey began? And where are you now? Are you able to ride miles you never thought you'd be able to ride before? Are you able to climb hills that you never thought you'd be able to climb? Are you making friends that you didn't necessarily think you were going to make when you first started this journey? It's really, every person has a unique experience, and that's what makes it noteworthy and memorable to your friends and family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think also, like, it's such a big undertaking. People are very interested. They want to hear about it. Like, what was difficult, what was fun, what was surprising, what was easy. A way to, like, think about, like, how you could share about it is just, like, write down maybe those 5 questions that you would want to know if someone else was doing it, and just make a post that answers each one, and there you go. That's your 5. That's your talking about it and updating people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people want to know. They're on this journey with you. You just have to be able to kind of bring them along.
Mm-hmm.
So, fundraising ideas. We put together on this toolkit, we'll kind of let you read through it when you get it, but some awesome fundraising ideas. And if you're still not sure, reach out to one of the organizers or one of the team members that have been a part of this organization for a long time. They will have some excellent tips. They all started the first time too. If you've never had to ask for money or fundraise before, some ideas, just making sure your classy profile is up to date. This is where you're going to send your friends and coworkers to make a donation. So making sure that you have a profile photo. Here, we'll go through. Making sure you have a profile photo, your name, are you part of any teams? And like a tagline, what is your purpose? Are you saying thank you to your donors? What is your goal? What is your story? This is a great opportunity to share, and you can actually add photos here, add links. So just making sure this entire page is filled out will help that much more when you're asking for donations.
Mm-hmm. And it's another place also where you can kind of share a little more, where it might feel easier to write longer and really kind of like get into the details of why you're interested in something. Mm-hmm. Kind of like it's like you're raising money. It's like a GoFundMe or something where you have to kind of you explain why you're asking for something, what your investment is, and then just being very like open about your ask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like what is your ask? Is it $20?
Mm-hmm.
Can you ask for $20? $50? Anything like that. You can put that here in your profile to make it easy for them to understand. Mm-hmm. And pictures are worth 1,000 words. The more photos you use anywhere on social media, on your classy page, the more that will be compelling to your audience as well. Mm-hmm. Another option is to host a raffle. I thought this was a great idea. If you don't like asking for money, which can make people uncomfortable.
Yeah, very much.
Buy a raffle prize, or better yet, if you have contacts, ask them to donate a raffle prize, $100 gift card to a local restaurant, or maybe an iPad. And tell your friends, hey, everyone who donates $20 within the next 2 weeks will be entered into this raffle, and I'll be giving away this item.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of fun. And I think also it adds their investment into something if they were kind of on the edge of wanting to donate but not really sure, or just that's something I haven't really done before. If they feel like they might get something out of it beyond just helping a good cause, that just gets them one step further.
Yeah, definitely. And, another option, so you can see we have a bunch of ideas listed in this toolkit. Take a look through it. The other one I really want to call attention to is updating your Facebook profile. For NCAC, we actually created a very special profile overlay. And anyone can go in and update their Facebook page profile with the NCAC logo and the Golden Gate Bridge. So if you just go to the link that's in the toolkit, facebook.com/profile pick frames, and I'm going to go ahead and click it, and it'll take you to a page that looks something like this. So you can see we have Gustavo from a previous ride going up a 12% grade. Very challenging and a great opportunity to add a logo there. So in the search bar up here, we are going to search for NorCal AIDS Cycle. And you can see there are actually 2 profile options. You can choose number 1, which is just the bridge and the NCAC logo. Maybe you have, there's a lot of stuff happening in the background. That one might be better. If you have more room in your profile pic, we actually have a version that has the dates of the ride as well. And so you can just add this to your profile. You select use as profile picture. You can select how long you want it to last. So maybe you want it to be on there for a long time. Use as your profile picture, and voila, you have a new profile picture, and now you're sharing with your audience how you're involved in NCAC.
Yeah, it shows your support, and it's also just another way that you can kind of remind people, because they'll see the update that you changed your picture, and it might spark questions, and you could, put a comment there, anything to kind of begin the conversation.
Yes. The second part of the toolkit that I want to bring your attention to is posting to social media that you're involved in this ride. One thing we like to provide in toolkits, because sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I just don't even know what to say.
Yeah. No, it's hard. I think you sit there and you're just looking at it, and you're looking at it, and nothing comes to mind, and you're like, I don't want to do this. This is too hard.
Right? And you're busy. You're like, I got a million other things I have to do. I already have to, walk the dog, feed the cat, and
train for my ride. Yeah.
And now I have to post to social. So, we've gone ahead and created some posts that you are welcome to just copy and paste these into your social media channels. And you can edit them, make them your own, if there's a way you would say something, but these are just to help spark your creativity, get you going, get you thinking about what to share on social media. Make sure to include a photo in those posts, and there you go. You're welcome. We wrote it for you.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So can riders do more than what's here, or should they do, how many should they post?
Oh, that's a great question.
Thank you.
Yeah, how often do you post? You can post as much or as little. Well, we want you to post more. So post as much as you feel comfortable posting. If it's a post a day from now to the ride. And you're updating, you're posting once every day on your social media channels. More than once a day, you might you might put some people off, but I feel like once a day would be an appropriate amount.
Mm-hmm. And could they just, like if they're just out doing one of their practice rides and they don't really know what to say, could they just use the hashtag at the end of their update?
Yeah, you can just use the hashtag. You don't have to use anything else. Hashtag NCAC 2019, and that will link to all the other conversations that are happening on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, good question, Lizzie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And of course, we mentioned this earlier, thank yous. Don't forget to send a thank you to your donor.
Mm-hmm.
To donors, anyone, whether that's sharing a post, making a donation to your page, thank yous will go a long way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think thanking them, and not only, it's another way to just like continue to remind people that it's something that you're doing. Don't be afraid, I think, to make your sentence about thanking that person, naming them, tagging them in the post, and then also hit enter, create a new paragraph, and encourage more people to donate. Remind them how much you appreciate their donations. Mm-hmm. Let them know what that donation does, whether it's like motivating you to keep training or helping this organization. I think you don't just have to say thank you and nothing else. You can kind of use that as your post for the day if that's your goal.
Yeah, another great way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now get using this toolkit, where our goal is to raise $500,000 for NCAC this year, which is a huge goal, but all that money goes to local organizations providing services to those who have or are affected by HIV/AIDS in the Sacramento region, and that expands beyond health services. That goes to food banks, that goes to community centers. So it's a really great organization, and we hope that you will continue to raise money. And thank you so much for your time, and reach out to the organizers or reach out to us on social media if you have any questions about how to use this toolkit.
Mm-hmm. Good
Thank
luck.
you. Thanks.